Welcome to spectacular Boca Raton, Florida, Flagler Credit Union Stadium, home to the Florida Atlantic Owls. Florida Atlantic about to put toe to leather and get this thing started. On the move from inside his 5. So Western Kentucky's offense takes the field to start this game off. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Caught in the backfield. It's Epps. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that one.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they... down at the 38. And the Hilltoppers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Harden. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Hilltoppers are facing 3rd and inches. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Oh, a lot of space. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Hilltoppers are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. They're setting up the screen. And he is showing it all and finding ways to pick up yards. He's down to the 28. The Hilltoppers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Grab behind the line. It's Hutchinson. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Hilltoppers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's West. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Hauls it in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
The Hilltoppers have enough for the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Pressure coming. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
I love the discipline of this defense. Not just playing run, right? They know it could be a pass in this situation. Pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, taking away all that small stuff. All the stuff, the easy access, the free release. Nice job and nice discipline by this defense.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. It's good. Hold on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Might be the worst case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. Looking for room. It's hard. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He got it. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
So Florida Atlantic's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And Jesse, if they have to look to their big tight end in the passing game, that could open the door to some struggles.
I mean, he has to be the go-to because he is their best weapon. This is not a dynamic passing attack with guys on the outside with speed, take the top off a defense, catch posts, and goes.
There he goes. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on film.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, it's 3rd and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one. Setting up a big decision now for the head coach on 4th down.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Henry. Wide open spaces. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Hutchison. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Got the quick pass. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. it makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes the grab down the middle. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Finds the tight end. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Get it out on the screen. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the 1st down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw.
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Looking for more room. And after the pick, everybody going the other way, and he crossed midfield and got it to the 47.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The play action fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Epps. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And the Hilltoppers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. The Hilltoppers send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his 1st punt to pin him deep. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, at this juncture of the game, obviously the offense has struggled. No points up on the board. You're at the end of the first half, and you're just trying to make something happen. That time the quarterback thought he had a guy open way down the field, but again, the defense in perfect position, and that thing falls incomplete.
The Owls come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Makes his man miss. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that third down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football in these third down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Hilltoppers will kick it away to start the second half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Owls lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll run the sneak for it. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Terrell. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. There he goes! They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This Florida Atlantic offense is on a roll. From the shotgun, the inside give. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Makes the catch. It's Platt. He's loose. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Takes a hit as he fires. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked.
Touchdown, Florida Atlantic! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hutchinson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Hilltoppers can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Epps. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. And the Hilltoppers come to the line with a new set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They're working that left side.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
Gonna look downfield again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Myers. Tackle made at the 9-yard line after the catch. It'll be first and goal. The Hilltoppers have it in scoring position on first and goal. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Got it behind the line. It's Henry. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They've relentlessly moved forward. Now it's getting down to Cases. Third and goal. Trying play action. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Sometimes you need a little luck off that right upright. And now they take the lead. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running into the open space. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. The Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've come to the break. It's Western Kentucky holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So first down, we'll open up the final period. To the ground, he's got it again.
Man, it's really hard to control the run altogether.
Makes the catch. It's Platt. A nice gain.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. And the Owls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Quarterback now breaking the field. Touchdown, Owls! They move on top here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space on the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the Hilltoppers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback keeps it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
To the ground to try to move the chains. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. The Hilltoppers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Got enough for the 1st. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Inside the 25. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Owls! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Sends it back in motion. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. With the catch, it's Epps. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. And the Hilltoppers come to the line in the hurry-up.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the Hill is long.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. This offense has it with really good field position. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The give on the inside. Makes it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Nice move there. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Finds his big tight end. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1-yard line.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run. Back it up with a pass. Getting the...
Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
He'll get down to avoid the hit, but he might not be able to avoid this penalty flag. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's going up top here late in the game. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Hilltoppers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field it close to the 50. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Look out, he's got room. The quick feet, the acceleration, the vision, and he works his way to the 44. The Owls in a good spot here with second and short. Making side adjustments here. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throws toward the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. And the Owls come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. Right back to the well. They pick up half of it. It'll be second and 5.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Timeout is called with just a single second left. One more play to pad the stats. Looking to throw. Makes the catch. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That will put the wrap on things.